section 13.4. We're going to be solving logs. Tonight's homework is page 749. Numbers 1 through 8. And by this time, you should have your review assignment done by tomorrow. Tonight's homework is review actually, but I wanted to make sure that everybody's on the same page and making sure that you're not feeling overwhelmed just because there's one little different thing on tonight's homework. So just to give you an example, if I have the log base 2 of x equaling 9, just as a reminder, all I need to do is piggyback that 9 equaling that x. Pass that piece, please, only if they're finished graded. So these half sheets, pass them back first. So 2 to the 9th is equal to x. What's the purpose of a log? What's the purpose of a log? The purpose of a log is to solve for the... Okay, so which one of these is the exponent? The 9. The purpose of a log is to solve for the exponent. So you know that this is going to be the exponent. So 2 piggyback the 9 equaling the x. And now just on your calculator, what is 2 to the 9th? Is it? Why are you staring at me? You should have your calculator up. What is this here? 512. If you ever want to check your answer, which is going to be smart, you just found that x is 512, so log base 2 of 512. What does the change of base theorem tell me to do? I can do the what over what? Which one goes on top? Log of 512 divided by the log of 2. And what should you get? Can you please do not yell it out and put it on your calculator? Kirsten, have you been writing this down, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. When you put this in the calculator, how do you know you're right? What should you get when you're done? You better just get 9, right? Do you get 9? So you know you're good. So the beautiful thing about this chapter is that you don't have to wonder if you're getting these right. Okay? Elizabeth, where are you? Okay. So we're passing the quizzes back now. Make sure you don't look at anybody's, please. All right. So example 2. Is the kind of stuff that you're going to see on tonight's homework. So let's say you have the log base 24 of b squared plus 2b equaling 1. Again, you're going to piggyback and then equaling this. So you're going to get 24 equals b squared plus 2b. Notice here I have a square and I have a linear, so I'm going to need to factor. So you're going to have to subtract 24 on both sides. And you get b squared plus 2b minus 24 equals 0. When you factor this, you get b plus 6 and b minus 4 equaling 0. So b plus 6 equals 0, b minus 4 equals 0, so b equals negative 6, and b equals 4. The thing is, you have to check it to make sure that your answers are not extraneous. So you need to check b equals -6 and b equals 4 by plugging it back in and make sure that it's correct. So what you're going to do is you're going to plug in log base 24 of -6 squared plus 2 times -6. -6 squared is 36, so you have log base 24 of 36 minus 12. That's log base 24 of 24. What are you hoping this whole thing equals? 1. So how do you do the change of base theorem again? What do you do with this? Log of 24 over the log of 24. What's 5 divided by 5? What's 100 divided by 100? What's the log of 24 divided by the log of 24? So far, b equals -6 totally works. God bless you. Am I going too fast, or are we okay? Are we okay? Kathleen, where are you at, girl? You with me? You good? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, now let's try 4. Log base 24 of 4 squared plus 2 times 4. That's log base 24 of 16 plus 8. Isn't that log base 24 of 24? Isn't this the same as this? Say yes or no, please. So what is this going to equal? 1. So both of these are solutions to your equation. No, guys, those not. Let's do one more example and I'll give you a doya. Thank you. You might be asking me right now, how is this one easier? I'll show you in a second. So you remember you're going to piggyback this, and it's going to equal this. So 6 cubed equals 42a squared minus 354a. This becomes a 216 equals 42a squared minus 354a. Again, I'm going to have to factor, so 0 equals 42a squared minus 354a minus 216. And I notice that I can take a 6 out of everything. So that's 7a squared. Somebody help me out, please. 354 divided by 6. What is it, babe? Thank you. And then 216 divided by 6 should be 36. So now I just need to factor this part. Huh? Thank you, honey. So I'm just basically going to divide both sides by 6 to get rid of that coefficient in front. So 0 equals 7a squared minus 59a minus 36. I'm going to factor this bad boy. I have 7 times 36 at the top. It's negative. And then a negative 59 at the bottom. You guys need to beat me to this. Don't just stare at me. I know you know how to do this now. So I need the product to give me a difference of 59. So 7 times 36. I cannot add or subtract that to get 59. So let me try multiplying this by 2. That's 14. Dividing this by 2. That's 18. 14 and 18 also do not give me 59. Maybe if I divide this by 3 and I get 6, multiply this by 3. What's 14 times 3, you guys? 42, right? 42 and 6 also do not give me 59, but notice each of these products are going to give me the same product. What about if I divide this by 2? That's going to give me a 9, and multiply that by 2, that's 28. That's not going to give me 59. Has anybody found it yet? 463. So 4 times 63. So if you were to multiply this by 7 and divide that by 7, you would have gotten 4 times 63. So your two factors are 4 and 63. The 63 would have to be negative because the 59 has to be negative. So 7a squared minus 4a, I'm sorry, plus 4a minus 63a minus 36. Lightning bolt. Take out an a, and you're left with 7a plus 4. Take out a negative 9, and you're left with 7a plus 4. So your factors are a minus 9 and 7a plus 4. All of this equals 0. No, that's not that great. I haven't did it. So your two factors are going to be a equals 9 and a equals negative 4 sevenths. Now I just have to test these. So I'm going to plug it in to the original equation, which is log base 6 of 42a squared minus 354a. So I want log base 6 of 42 times 9 squared minus 354 times 9. So all I'm doing is plugging in a 9 instead of 8. Be careful because that 8 can look a whole lot like a 9, so I want you to see where I'm getting it from. Cyan, you need to fight it, babe. Fight it, honey. So that's log base 6 of 42 times 81 minus 354 times 9. Maya, are you with me, honey? Yeah? Okay. 42 times 81, Kyle, can you help me, guys? 42 times 81. 3402. And then what's 354 times 9? I'm sorry. Is this right? 3402? Okay. So log base 6 of, what's 3402 minus 3186? 2000. Okay. Again, what do you want your answer to be? 3. So how do you check this? Log of what over what? Log of 6. Cyan, stand up, sweetheart. And what do you get when you put that in the calculator? 3, which is what you want. All right, you ready for this beast of a fraction over here? You want to do the same thing, so you're not allowed to freak out. But before I move on, I need to know that you're okay with just like 9. Any questions on how to check your answer? Alondra, are you good? Sure? Okay. Any questions? Alright, let's do this fraction nice and slow so that we don't mess up. We're going to do the same exact thing. Log base 6 of 42 times negative 4/7 squared minus 354 times negative 4/7. All we did was plug in negative 4/7. Negative 4 squared is 16. 7 squared is 49. Everybody okay on that? All we have to do now is take this 16 and times it by 42 over 1. So just do 42 times 16. Please don't stare at me because I'm cute. Please do this with me. 42 times 16 divided by 49. Please give me the fraction answer, not the decimal. What do you get? Do you guys see how you could reduce this? What divides 42 and 49? 7, right? So this becomes a 7 and this becomes a 6. So what's 6 times 16 divided by 7? That's... I'm sorry, what's 6 times 16? 96 over 7. Did I lose anybody there? Dylan, are we okay, babe? Alright, now let's do this one. Same thing. What's 354 times 4 over 7? Why did I get rid of the negatives? What's going to happen with this negative and negative? It's going to become a positive, so that way you're not worried about it. Can I reduce 7 and 354? Does 7 reduce into 354? In other words, Samantha, does 7 divide 354? Can you check on your calculator, please? Does 354 evenly divisible by 7? No, so that means there's not going to be anything that divides that. So now we just got to multiply across. What's 354 times 4? Deshaun? 1,001 what? 1416 over 7, is that right? Yeah, honey. Why would it be negative? What do we say about the negative times the negative? Right? It becomes positive. Alright, let's add these bad boys up because don't they have a common denominator? Alright, so what's 1416 plus 96? Say it louder, you guys, because this thing's really loud. 1508? 1512? Over 7? Does that reduce? What does that exactly reduce to?